Do this quick. I looked at the practice, I looked at downfield cutters. Here's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing us rounding cuts, I'm seeing us not really recognizing space, and I'm seeing our timing be a little bit slow. So without further ado, let me talk about what I mean by rounded cuts. I mean, we're going from left to right, attacking the field. We do a good job at kind of pushing our defender deep. When we come under, that's okay. But once we get into kind of this strong space here, this first red box, we like to cut. We like to round our cut. We like to touch it and then go here in a way that we can try and get best of both worlds. I'm open here, I'm open here, I'm doubly open. In reality, the handle is having some trouble determining whether he should float a throw out to space here or float a throw out to space here. And since the handler is undecided on it, they either make the wrong decision or they just end up holstering it because I've told them not to turn the disc. What I'd like to see is a deep cut into here, push that defender all the way to the side, and then once again all the way over. That way the handler has the most time to make a decision on their throw. Examples of poor examples of us doing this motion would be here at 241. If we pause the screen right here, we're going to be focusing on Will. We have a great clear, early clear, and then Will decides to cut. You'll notice how he breaks the plane. He gets open and he can attack either this strong space or even the weak space. He decides to attack both with a jog, and PJ, seeing this space, was like, oh, this is a clear answer for me. It's a float out to space. However, since Will is curving his cut, it is harder for the handler to recognize what space Will is attacking. 537. Same thing here. We have an ISO set from the one. Here's the one over here. We're going to be seeing a good move to get open. And pause it right here. This guy is wide open. He has a plethora of choices here. He could even go back if he wanted to. But instead, what he chooses to do is try and takes them all and curves his cut. I love this example because it's a good example of how a better defender will take the straighter line and be able to D it. 1250 looks like. Once again, Max, our cutter, is open. We're attacking right to left. Max will get open and then curl his cut. Max remains in the center of the field, which is good, but we have a mismatched defender here who's just tracing behind. I'm worried at higher levels this is not going to fly. And then 1310. We'll have a reset here. And we'll be looking at Pierce over here. The disc is here with our handle. Pierce is going to do his moves, and once again, we'll get open. He has a choice between a clogged area here and a break side here. And you'll notice how when he curves his cut, he makes that window really hard. Will, the defender, is tight, and he's forcing the thrower to throw in this really small box. That is a throw I would not recommend anyone make. And then Will is right here. Oof, tough throw. Curving our cut, when we curve our cut, we basically don't even get to use all of the foresight of the field. Now, that's not to say I don't hate curved cuts, I just don't like indecisions in this strong space box right here. So here's a good example of a cut that starts off curved, but is strong, but is decisive once it's in motion. We'll have the center disc, and we're going to be looking at Will here. He's going to make his move, and then he's going to curve it. Normally that's bad, but his defender is hauling ass trying to catch up to him, so he gets clear separation. And now he's not going to continue curling it, but he's going to run decisively to a space. Makes it an easy throw for Trevor, and an easy decision for Trevor, more importantly. We're going to go to 840. Once again, classic Will making his little rounded banana cut. He's super open. PJ could, if he wanted to, throw it to space. He chooses a more difficult inside, but this is another example of how if you have space and you're able to run towards it, it works. And then 12, 18. We'll see here we're watching Pierce. Pierce gets the disc, and you'll see he moves the Will all the way to the sideline, almost all the way to the sideline, opening up all of this space. Now he can attack, and we have a nice inside throw. So rounding our cuts not only takes away this throw, but it also makes this throw harder. So we get hurt twice, doubly hard. Whereas if we go this way and this way, we'll have a lot of space here and a lot of space here. All right. Recognition of space. We have the disc kind of getting centered. Our force is clearly away, and so we expect the strong space to be here by this Trinity logo. And we expect to clear out of the strong space and attack into the strong space. Instead, we have our first initiating cut straight through the stack. Don't really know. Probably thought he saw a window open and he tried to take advantage of it, but this is not the system we're teaching. $9.20. Force looks like it's home, a backhand force. So once again, I want us to think we're going to be attacking more towards the center of the screen, this field here, and we should see a clear out and an attack in. However, we are poor to recognize this space, and then we have a weird attack here. It looks to me as well as that he's just he's covered and he doesn't know what to do. I would advise him just to run straight through and attack even more aggressively. Okay. We do a good job sometimes at recognizing the space. Good cut there. We recognize the space, and then you kind of dawdle here. We need to work on the dawdling, but we recognize how this space is the strong space, but we should clear out of here eventually. A little bit slow on our timing, but once again, we're able to recognize. When we're able to recognize, our play looks pretty good. 10:32. Yep, that was that. And then 12:23. We have this player here watching the play. He's watching. He's seeing where the disc is. And then we're clearing. Once again, this could be an example of a good sharp cut as well. But we know which way to go for the space. And then 13:15. Here we recognize where the strong space will be. I love this. Our cutters are watching, waiting, and they understand that the disc is going to go up there. The defenders are not watching the disc because they have to play honest. And so once that disc is caught, we recognize, oh, it's on, and we make this play look really nice. Really good. So I would say for recognition of space, we just need more reps, and we need to drill in. They just need more reps and more confidence to see it, and then that will be better over time. And then 9:34. We are losing some stall counts setting up here. So 9:34.